Alright, so on my Lot VTech build, I've been getting comments about how I make the mini-me work and what I did to get it all together. Let me give you some info first. I'm running a D15b7 block, and I'm running a 2000 Y8 head. Um, the B7 distributor matches up perfect with the Y8 head. If you have a Z6, get a Z6 distributor. The other thing you need is a cam gear. The B7 block, I'm pretty sure it's still half a tooth off, but it's good enough to work with the stock cam gear. It's better to get an adjustable one, but the B7 cam gear on the white head with the B7 block works. I am running a Y8 intake manifold. It's not necessary. You can run a Z6 one. I kind of recommend it because the Y8 doesn't have a spot for the intake air temp sensor anywhere. You can drill out the manifold and kind of plumb it in yourself, but it's not something I did. I just left the sensor zip tied with the harness underneath here and just kind of tuned it out. As far as making everything work, the only other thing you really need is a VTech head gasket. Right there. And then after that, you just have to wire in VTech. As you can see, mine's still a little jank looking. I haven't got around to soldering that yet because I recently had to take the head off for about the 4th time. We'll come inside the car. You'll see how I have it wired in here. I'm only running off of the pressure switch. I'm not using the solenoid. Another thing to have a chipped ECU for. If you have a 2000 head, I recommend getting a year 2000 manifold because the 2099 have a straight across flange right here on the intake, whereas the older ones that kind of comes down here by the bolts. You'll see it like the other ones have like a concave. If you have a 99 or 2000 intake manifold, you also need a 99 or 2000 intake manifold gasket. And the reason for that is because the flange right here is flat on the 99 and 2000s because they have a vacuum for the injector. On the older ones, the injectors don't have a vacuum. You'll see the manifold dip down, and they are different between the two. That is one thing that I figured out the hard way. And one last thing too with the manifold is when you plug in an OBD1 IAC, I don't know if it's for all IACs or all OBD1 ones, but on mine, when I try to use the B7 IAC, the plug in the back where it plugs into, when you plug it in, you might not ever be able to unplug it because the clip is rubbing up against the manifold. I don't have a way to describe it other than maybe doing like the clip right here sits like against the manifold to where you have to wedge your fingers behind it to pull it out. So just be mindful of that when you're doing your IAC.